A lot of New Mexicans are taking antibody tests to see if they've had the coronavirus. The problem? The state isn't getting those results to see if the virus has been secretly rampant here like it has been in other places. Here's News 13's Jackie Kent.
Lizzie, the governor addressed the antibody tests issued during yesterday's news conference and acknowledged it can be useful for the state to try and track how the virus is spreading. But there are still a lot of hurdles.
I think it's too early and we haven't done enough of it to really say whether or not it's telling us anything. And while it can be inaccurate, having a sense about whether antibodies are present in populations in New Mexico will give us data that will be valuable, in my opinion, to the medical advisory team, because we're learning about this virus and who it impacted and when it impacted them.
Governor Lujan Grisham says she understands why people want to know if they have antibodies to COVID-19. But the CDC and state's medical advisory team have some cautions. First, only a handful of labs in New Mexico have FDA-approved reliable tests. They can tell you if you've had the virus and didn't know it. The CDC says it's still unclear if the antibodies will make you immune to the virus or for how long. Then there's the issue of tracking results. Right now, state law only requires labs to report positive test results. Health and Human Services Secretary Dr. David Scrace says that needs to change in order for New Mexico to use the data.
If you're trying to figure out what % of the population is immune, you need to know both the positive tests and the negative tests. So we're working on an approach to this where the Department of Health can actually ensure that, one, people who are doing these tests are transmitting all their information to the Department of Health.
He says they also need to ensure results are submitted electronically. For now, the state says there is not a coordinated effort for mass antibody testing in New Mexico, but they're still discussing plans. Back to you.
Okay, Jackie. There are private labs in Albuquerque offering FDA-approved antibody tests for a little more than $100.